me's outside your door. There's no words, got me searching for the right adjective or verb. Now I can't sleep in this bed just thinking about her. I'll be lost without. There's no doubt it's gonna bring me down. 'Cause I can hold my breath under the water. Yeah, I can take the pain, it doesn't bother me. But I wouldn't last a second without your love. No, I couldn't last a second without your love. Lock me outside, leave me in the cold. Abandon me here, feed me to the walls. But I wouldn't last a second without your love. No, I couldn't last a second without your love. Take the pain, it doesn't bother me. But I wouldn't last a second without your love. No, I couldn't last a second without your love. Lock me outside, leave me in the cold. Abandon me here, feed me to the walls. But I wouldn't last a second without your love. No, I couldn't last a second without your love. Are you singing as I stare from afar? I once knew someone who would sing where you are. Melodies calling off baby, so similar sensation, similar sensation. Melodies stuck in my baby, so typical sensation, typical sensation. Don't have to wait, you know my name. Sunshine and rain, some things don't change. Thinking about the days we were young, girl. Innocent in our ways, we were young, girl. Nothing really mattered, I could always count on you. Your touch will leave me breathless, so let me give it back to you. You don't have to wait, you know my name. Sunshine and rain, some things don't change. Thinking about the days we were young, girl. Innocent in our ways, we were young, girl. Nothing really mattered, I could always count on you. Your touch will leave me breathless, so let me give it back to you. Singing as I stare from afar. I once knew someone who would sing where you are. Oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your status, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire. And no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better. How I try to sleep, but you're deep in my mind. Got a hold of me. When I'm awake, I'm all blind. You and your magic, like infinite power. God knows I try to resist, but you're pulling me closer. Oh, I gotta stay away, but you won't let me. And no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire. And no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better. rest for your weary soul, and time to heal, yet still you fight with what you're told, and hold on to your scars and wounds and past of old. And I said, ooh, what would you do if you could lose all your burdens? Yeah. And I said, ooh, my words are few, but I love you. Those words, please hear them. Yeah. Just pretend, just an awful dream, but please don't let your heart grow dead. For God restores it, brings hope and grace and truth and life. And I said, ooh, what would you do if you could all your burdens? Yeah. And I said, ooh, my words are few, but I love you. Those words, please hear them. Yeah.
Hello, Inner Circle family. So great to see all of you on here. Welcome to the April training on Moonshot goals. My name is Mandi Dana, and I'm one of Tony's top coaches and business trainers. And I'm tuning in from Northern California. Drop in the chat, where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you in the world? I see UK, I see Portland, Oregon, Nashville, Austria, Ohio, Portland, Oregon. Welcome, everyone. We're so excited to have you here. Now, I've been watching you guys in the group, and I want to start by saying congratulations, not only for your enrollment, stepping up in your enrollment in the group, but also for showing up for yourselves and for your fellow members. We love to see the level of support that you give each other and to see you all playing full out. It's amazing. For those of you that are new members, I hear there's like 3,500 of you. Welcome. Drop in the chat that you're new and where you're coming from. We're so excited to have you here. And make sure, if you're new, that you go back and you check out the previous trainings. Definitely check out the events with Tony. And if you haven't watched the video on the psychology of moonshot goals with Tony and Peter Diamandis, make sure you do that. Watch it again if you have, because we know that repetition is the mother of skill. And for those of you that did, tell us, what did you learn from that? What did you learn from that video? What are some actions that you may have taken already towards your moonshot goals? We're going to have a lot of fun today. I'm excited to be here. Now, as we said before, today's moonshot, the month topic is moonshot goals. What is a moonshot goal? It's a goal that scares you. It's a goal that's larger than life, that stretches you beyond what you've ever done. And like Tony's goal to feed 1 billion people, that's a moonshot goal, right? He set that goal to build to feed 1 billion people. And guess what? He hit it 2 weeks ago. Let's celebrate him. Now he's taking that to the next level, and he's shooting for 100 billion. That's right. And in order to do what Tony did, we must be willing to dream big, right? And we must be willing to plan and to self-evaluate. Now, I know this is a group of overachievers in here, and many of you are already great at this. But the truth is, 90% of people in life don't set goals, let alone big ones, or write them down. or take inventory of their limiting beliefs and patterns that may stop them from achieving. Most people in life go and they're in reaction. They're living life in reaction. But those who do set goals, they not only grow, but they live a more fulfilling life. So you guys are that. You're not most people, are you? You're part of that 10% that's committed to being the best version of yourselves. And that's why you're in this community. That's why you're here today or watching the replay. Now, yeah, give yourselves a hand for that. Now, what's exciting about today's training is that we're going to do a workshop for you to set your own moonshot goal so that you can live a more fulfilled life. You can make a deeper impact, because remember what Tony said about it's about making impact, and then show up as your best self. And then when you leave today, you're going to have some actionable steps to take. Can you get excited about that? Yeah? All right. So before we get started, I'm going to go through a few rules of engagement. And this is so you can get the most out of today's training. I like to say, apply these to life and you'll get the most out of life. Now, the first one is active learning. We could say active participation. And what does that look like for the training today? That looks like being in privacy. That looks like having your notebook. That looks like taking notes, silencing your phones, and being fully present to the moment. That's how you're going to get the most out of it. Second rule of engagement, playful out. Now, any of you guys who know Tony, you've heard this before. Playing full out is playing the game to win. That's showing up at 150%, supporting each other, taking notes as if you're going to teach it, participating in the exercises. When I say drop in the chat, drop in the chat. When we take time for journaling, which we're going to do today, you're going to write down, you're going to do the exercises. So if you're not going to do that, why be here? If you're not going to play full out, why be here? Think about that in life too, playing full out in life. Now you guys are already doing that because you're here. Third one, keep it real with yourself. Now this is really important. This exercise is an opportunity for you to bring your life to the next level. And in order to get the most out of it, you must keep it real with yourself. Now think of this as giving yourself feedback. We say feedback is a gift because it gives you the opportunity to grow. Can you give yourself that gift? Yeah. And remember, it's not about what you're doing wrong. We can make ourselves wrong for not being where we want to be, or not having achieved what we want to achieve. And as you know, where focus goes, energy flows. And we want to keep this energy rich. So focusing on what you need to do to close the gap or to achieve that goal is going to give you a more empowering focus and move you forward. So can we agree on these rules of engagement? Is everyone in? Is everyone in for actively learning today, for playing full out, and for keeping it real? Can I get a yes in the chat? All right. Fantastic. Now, how's everyone's state today? How's everyone feeling? What state are you bringing to today's training? What state are you showing up in today? Remember, it's psychology first. Now, for those of you that have been to Tony events, you know that Tony starts every single event on day one talking about state. Why do you think that is? Because state is everything. If we're not in an empowered state, it doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter what we plan or what goals we set, right? If we're not in that empowered state, then we're not going to achieve it. So what state are you committed to bringing to the training today? Think about that. All right, so let's get to it. We're going to jump into the workshop. And as I said before, a moonshot goal is something that scares you. This is in a good way, though. It's like one of those goals where you're not sure that you can achieve it, but you are sure you can achieve it. It's like scary, but you know you can. It's larger than life. It stretches you beyond anything you've ever done before. Now, what do you guys think are some of the things that can stand in the way of you achieving your goals? Think about it. Like, there's resources, right? There's time. Sometimes people have that time constraint. It might be money. It might be other resources, materials. It might be the demands of your family or other people in your life. There's so many things that can stand in the way of us achieving our goals. But what we do know about success is that it's 80% psychology and only 20% mechanics. So write that down. Success is 80% psychology, 20% mechanics. Remember that success cycle that Tony talked about in the video? For those of you that watched it, it's that your belief is going to impact your potential. So it's going to impact the potential that you tap into. The potential that you tap into is then going to impact the action that you take. The action that you take is then going to impact your results, And your results ultimately reinforce those beliefs, right? And so the stronger our mindset or belief, the stronger it's going to be, the stronger that cycle is going to be. And remember that that can work for you or against you. So if you have a really empowering belief and you're taking tons of action, it's going to feed itself. But if you also have a disempowering belief, that can also feed itself. So that's why state is so important, and the belief that you're worthy of the goals that you're setting. Now, I know this has happened to you because it's happened to me. How many of you guys have had a dream and then had the thought, who am I to achieve that? Who am I to achieve this? Some might call this imposter syndrome, but it's really about your beliefs and your ability to visualize vividly what you haven't experienced. Remember what Tony said in the video, our mind doesn't know the difference between reality and what we vividly imagine. And then he did that pointing exercise to demonstrate the power of visualization and achieving results. Yeah, anybody who's done anything great, like Tony himself, Michael Phelps, Walt Disney, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, we can keep going. But anybody who's achieved anything has had that ability to visualize it without having experienced it. And they really believed in that. And remember that potential is almost always limited by our beliefs and our mind. And so much of what stands in the way of our potential is the question mark we have of our worthiness or our ability to achieve or create. Now, remember, Moonshot, I'm going to take a sip of water here. Grab a sip of water, everyone. Moonshot goals don't always start out as big, audacious goals, do they? Remember, they often evolve. Remember Tony's story. His moonshot goal at one point was providing 2 meals. And then that eventually grew into 1 billion. And now he's doing 100 billion, right? So being in this group could be a moonshot, could have been a moonshot goal for you, or it could be the beginning of it. Now, remember that our moonshot goals are going to be different for everyone. Mine's going to be different than yours. Yours is going to be different than someone else's. So let's get started. Everybody ready? What we're going to do first is that you guys all shared a state that you're committed to bringing today's training. Now we're going to take that to the next level. Before we get started on actually setting our goals, we want to be in a really empowered state. So let's step into an empowered state before we get started and create your future. So think about what state is going to serve you in not only writing these goals down and brainstorming and deciding what you want to do, but actually getting into and taking action. Maybe that's creativity, maybe it's certainty, excitement, joy. What is it that's going to really serve you? And now I'm going to have you guys put your pens down. This is the only time during the training that you don't have to take notes. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to close your eyes. I'm going to walk you through a process just to get you connected to that state that you want to tap into. Now, if you're sitting, you can stand if you choose. If you're sitting and you don't want to stand, that's fine too. Just get yourself comfortable, drop your pen, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. And release. Now you're going to want to think of a time, and I know you've probably had many times in your life when you felt that feeling that you want to recreate, that emotion that you want to recreate to set your goals for yourself. Maybe it's creativity, confidence. I'm seeing excitement, curiosity. Think of one time when you felt that really powerfully in your life, and you've had an experience where you felt that feeling really powerfully, and connect with that moment. Breathe into that moment. Take another deep breath and breathe into that moment. Think about your body in that moment. How are you carrying your body? How are you breathing in that moment? What were you focusing on? What did you believe in that moment about yourself, about your capabilities, your ability? What did you believe about others? What did you believe about the world in that moment? What did that moment mean to you? What did you say possibly to yourself internally or externally? I can do this. I've got this. I'm certain. I'm focused. I'm determined. I'm excited. What did you say to yourself in that moment? Now take another deep breath. Breathe in and release that breath and get really even more connected to that moment. Feel those feelings in your body even stronger. Bring those images even closer to yourself. Hear what you heard even louder. Say what you said in your mind. Get really connected. All right, now if you're at a 7, what do you need to get it to a 9? If you're at an 8, what do you need to do to get it to a 10? If you're at a 10, What do you need to do to get it to a 12? Take another deep breath and breathe out and really embody that moment. Feel those feelings even stronger. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt. And then one more deep breath and release. And open your eyes and grab your notebook. We are going to start planning your future, your moonshot goals. All right. So now that you've gotten into that state, we're going to get started in the process. And first of all, the foundation of the process I'm going to walk you through in this workshop is from one of Tony's #1 time management systems called Time of Your Life. Now we're going to use the RPM structure that's taught in that program, or the 3 components. And this is what we're going to do to start to plan your moonshot goals. Now, many of you are already familiar with those 3 basic questions we're going to ask because you've incorporated this amazing tool into your life already. And for those of you that aren't, go ahead and put that on your queue for one of your future audios to listen to next. And if you have listened and you have used the RPM process, but you're not doing it, it's time to jump back in. All right, so the first question that we're going to ask is what do you want? Now we might say, what do we need to do? Usually people start with what do we need to do, but we're starting with what do we want, because we're beginning with the end in mind. We're beginning with that goal. So what is your moonshot goal? You guys just got into a really empowered state. You got excited. Now let me ask you, from that state, without any doubt, if you believed at the core of your being that you could do anything you set your mind to because you can, what would you do? What's something that would make you feel alive, that would feed your passion, that would get you out of bed early and stay up late, that would light you up, that you knew once you achieved that, you'd feel a sense of pride and fulfillment you've never felt before? What is something that you've always dreamed of doing and never followed through? Or you believed that you were limited in your ability or resources? That's going to be the beginning of your moonshot goals. Now I'm going to have you take a few minutes. You're going to answer the questions on these slides. Some of you might already know what your moonshot goal is. Some of you are going to need time to figure out what that is. But these questions are going to help you to identify what that is. So take a few minutes and answer the questions on the slide. What is something you've always dreamed of doing, but have never been certain you can? What would make you feel totally alive? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Awesome. Great job, everyone. Make you feel alive and feed your passion. It's going to really light you up. What's a dream you've never followed through on? Interior design, make money while I sleep, working for myself. Beautiful. Create art. Help people become the best they can be. Beautiful. Write and publish a book. Amazing. Help women discover their real identity. Have my films produced. Wellness retreats all over the world. Publish my book. Become a kids coach. Move to Hawaii. These are amazing goals. Own multiple homes. 0 debt. Sing in a Broadway musical. Travel the world. Beautiful job, everybody. Keep going. Take just a couple more minutes. And when you're ready, you can drop, like everyone, like people have been dropping in the chat, feel free to drop yours in the chat. Private jet leasing and financing, help people struggle with addiction, horseback riding in the Grand Canyon, leave a legacy, own a private jet. Yes, dreaming big, everyone, I love it. Excellent job. Take about one more minute, and then we're gonna ask the next question. Every child feels seen and accepted for their strengths. Awesome, everyone. I love all these beautiful dreams. Fantastic. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Now you've got your dream. You decided on one. The next question is your fuel in your tank. You know what your destination is. Now we got to put some fuel in the tank. This is our purpose. Our purpose is why we do anything. You don't want a moonshot goal just to say you did it. I mean, that's okay. And it might feel good, but it's really not enough to drive most of us, right? We're emotional beings. We do anything for the way it makes us feel. First of all, also what it's going to mean in our lives. And as Tony referenced in the video, who we become in the process. Also, as human beings, we inherently have the need to give to others. And we'll often do more for others than we're going to do for ourselves. So part of that process, part of the fuel in your tank is going to be how it impacts people in your life. So with that said, imagine that one of those amazing goals that you typed in the chat or you wrote down, imagine yourself already having achieved it. You're already there. How are you feeling in that moment? Are you proud? Are you excited? Are you grateful? Are you fulfilled? Are you humbled? What does it mean to you that you've achieved this? Does it mean you're capable of anything? That you've overcome? That you create magic? Will you be achieving something you never thought you could? I hope so. Who have you become in that process? What's your new identity that you've embodied? What have you already hit your goal? So you've already hit your goal and you're taking it in. Are you a stronger leader? Are you a better parent or partner? Are you an inspiration? Lastly, who else is impacted? Is it your family, your partner, your friends, your community, your team, your greater good? How does this align? How does meeting this goal, hitting this moonshot goal, align with your overall mission in life? Now we're going to take some time and we're going to write some more. Here's the questions on the slide. How are you going to feel when you've accomplished this? What is it going to mean to you? Who are you going to become as a result? And then who else is impacted by your moonshot goal? Take about 5 minutes. Really dig in. And this is where you want to feel some juice. You want to use compelling language. If you don't feel it, if it's not pulling you, because that's the point of this part of it. If it's not pulling you, then you need to keep writing. You need to dig deeper. Because the idea behind a strong why is that your goal is going to be pulling you, you're not pushing. All right. Who are you as a result? Impacted. How do you feel? You're fulfilled. Strong leader. I've arrived. Proud of myself. Great job, everyone. I'm filled with joy and feel like I have honored my souls. Beautiful. Keep going. I will be my true self. Love it. Grateful. blessed, a great example to my daughter. Beautiful. Invincible, an inspiring expert, leaving a legacy, a master of my life. Free, complete. Confirmed value. Honored. These are gorgeous words. I'll be most blessed and happy woman in the world. I'll be the most blessed and happy woman in the world. Confident, courageous, proud of myself, bold, authentic, grateful, ready to serve others, free to speak up, reached my calling, fearless. You guys are doing outstanding. I'll be at the beginning of a journey to change the direction of my life, fulfilling. Financial freedom aligns with loving my neighbor as myself. I will value myself, extraordinary, ready to conquer the world, thankful for every moment of my life. This is all so powerful, blissful. Beautiful words, everyone. Great job. Now let's move on to the third question. Now we're getting to the strategy. This is the how. The first question is, how do you get there? This is where we're going to dump out all the options to achieve the outcome or goal. Now you want to get creative here. Remember, bad ideas can be good ideas. So don't judge them, just write them. Don't limit yourself to what you think are the few things that you need to do. You want to just think out of the box here. Write it all down. This is your mind map. And then once you do that, once you've dumped it all out and you have all these options, you're going to select what we call the needle movers, or the big rocks, those few things that are going to move the needle the most. Because about 20% of what we do gets us 80% of the results. So we're going to figure out what that 20% is. But let's first brainstorm. Now, if you get stuck, that means you're in your head. And what does Tony say about being in your head? He says, when you're in your head, you're dead, right? So you want to keep writing, keep that pen to paper, keep getting creative, keep writing, it'll come out. So here's the questions. What needs to happen in order to achieve this result? What actions do you need to take? What are some of those top 2 to 3 actions, or your 20%, that are going to move the needle the most? All right, get to it, everyone. We're gonna get creative
Starry
here.
eyes and cellophane, she takes her walk,
Get stuck,
she makes
keep
her
writing.
A truck bails down the avenue, there's broken glass, a missing pew at church. Maybe I was wrong, maybe time's too strong. Are we falling further? Are the lights that take us home when everyone is gone? Are we breaking tidal
People who
to
can
ask
help
the
me.
question why? We live and then we die, I think I'm fine. Maybe I'll write you from the other
Complete the work
side.
of writing. Beautiful. What else do you need to do? What other actions do you need to take to achieve this outcome?
He was young when mom got cancer. Here life comes on Dasher Dancer. Raised up
When you
his
think
little
you've written
sister
it all
on his
down,
own,
ask that
brushed
question
her
again. What
hair,
else
watched
can I
her
do?
grow.
What else can I do?
Maybe I was wrong.
Search clothing
Maybe time's not
manufacturers.
that strong.
Of action.
Are we falling
Right.
further? Are the lights
Visualize
that take
every
us
day.
home when everyone is gone? Are we breaking
Celebrate your accomplishments.
tidal to ask the question why? We live and then we die.
Find an
I think I'm
expert.
fine. Maybe I'll write you from the other side.
Beautiful. You guys are doing such a great job. Thank you so much for all your participation in the chat. You guys are amazing.
I'm just gonna take
You're inspiring each other and you're inspiring me.
I'm just gonna live one day at a time. I
Find a
hope you
role
feel
model.
truly know me. If something comes to take
Time management.
tonight, are we falling further? Are the lights to take us home when everyone is gone?
Read, listen, learn, practice. Take risks, massive action. Get a trainer to lose weight. Write a keynote speech. Find a nutritionist. Become a youth mentor. Awesome job, everyone. Networking, meet coaches to help create the program. Find an accountability partner, absolutely. Learn something towards your goals every day, beautiful. Fall in love with your ideal customer. Books, engage more. Excellent job, everyone. Beautiful. Great job on this. Now we're going to, so remember that those 20% you figured out, now that we've written it all down, you've got your 20%. To identify what those 20% or those top 2 or 3 are. And those are going to be the things that you prioritize. So you're going to commit those to your as your action items after today's training. Those are going to be your first steps. So make sure you identify what those are. Your bonus question now. We've done the what, the why, and the how. So we've asked the 3 questions of the RPM process. Now the bonus question is who. And there's 2 components to who. The first one is you. Is who do you need to be to achieve this? What is an empowering identity that you need to embody in order to achieve this outcome? It's a big, audacious, hopefully goal that's stretching you. What do you need to believe in order to strengthen that identity? What do you need to focus on in order to strengthen that identity? So you really want to step into who do you need to be? And then the second question is, who do you need to align with? Remember that Tony said in the video that moonshot goals are not meant to be done alone. Remember that? So who do you need to connect with in order to support this outcome? The questions are on the slide. Go ahead and start writing. Who do you need to be to achieve this goal? What identity? And who do you need to align with to support your success?
It's been years, but this feels like it's just beginning. Hear you on the phone. I finally feel at home.
Job, everyone.
Day trips up the interstate 5, we could go.
Who do you need to be? A warrior goddess, fearless, disciplined, walk the talk, strong in mind and soul. Confident, powerful. Showing up 100% every day. That's playing full out, right? Find a coach to help you zero in on just one goal. Be my own boss. I'm limitless. Unstoppable. Confident. Audacious. I love it. Beautiful job, everyone. Resourceful, a true believer, disciplined. You're all doing such an amazing job. Writing warrior, I love that. An action generator. Believe in my own strength. Great speaker. Financially recovered. Emotionally fit. Excellent, everyone. Such a great job. Outstanding. Saying no to distractions. Champion, tireless, encourager, fearless. Dynamic chick. Viking queen of capabilities. Have fun with your new identity. Inspirational leader. Great language, everyone. This is great, inspiring language. Unstoppable, creative, fearless. Wise woman making a difference. Support from the inner circle community. Yes, that's who you can connect with. A health coach and a finance coach. Wonderful job, everyone. Great job. All right. So here we are. Today, you learned more about Moonshot goals. You got into an empowering state and you created your own Moonshot goal. Are you guys excited? I'm excited for you. You chose 20% of those actions that you committed to moving forward with that are going to make the most impact toward your Moonshot goal. You identified not only who you need to be to achieve it, but also who you need to align with. And know that just writing that down has given it life. You've already created momentum just today in the last 30 minutes. Now your action steps are going to be to immediately open your calendar, because what gets scheduled gets done. So make sure you open your calendar and schedule in that 20%. And the next thing you want to do is you want to reinforce that empowering identity. You guys came up with some really cool, powerful, strong identities that you want to embody. You want to condition that daily. You want to do that exercise we did at the beginning where we close your eyes and you imagine yourself there. Imagine yourself in that identity. Do that daily. Do it more than once a day. And then connect with who you need to align with. So those are your action steps from today. Schedule in your actions, your 20%, condition your new identity daily, and then connect with who you need to align with to achieve this outcome. I just want to thank you very much for your presence and your participation today. You guys have been outstanding. You played full out. You're amazing. And it's been such a gift to serve you. I appreciate you giving me the gift of allowing me to serve you today and for you to be here with me. And just remember that this month, you've probably seen is the featured audio is Ultimate Edge. Now that's my personal favorite because that was my gateway into the Tony Robbins world. And it set my trajectory in a direction I never thought was possible. And make sure you listen to that and you want to share your distinctions in the community. And then also share your Moonshot goal with the hashtag Moonshot. We want to hear what incredible things you're shooting for. Also, mark your calendars for May 11th at noon Pacific time. The big guy himself is going to be with us. Can't wait for that. And before we go, I just want to celebrate your momentum. Let's all celebrate your momentum. Yes. Amazing.